Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the new studio. Hey, boys.
Hey.
We got a new studio. We back.
New table, new setup, new everything. Well, I mean,
That's
same
right.
mics, but new energy, new ambitions.
New Stu, who this?
New merch, bitches.
Hey.
Wow, that's nice. That's super fly.
Where can they get it
Mhm.
though?
Oh, they get it at teesprings.com/store/day1threads.
Hey,
Ooh.
that's
Hold on. Do that again to a beat.
What be?
I don't know.
Give me a beat, girl.
A beat.
hey.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right,
Hey.
never mind. And we're on from that. Thanks for coming out, guys. I'm checking this out. We are super excited. We've been waiting for this day to come here and get this going. It's been a
Yes,
journey to
sir.
get
Yes,
here,
sir.
especially with this whole COVID. Everything has been done a dent and slowed down things a bit. But we're finally up and going, and gladly we back with our brother Devante and his lovely lady
What's up?
Grace.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the new studio. Welcome.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
This looks really
Congratulations.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's gonna be I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an emotional episode. This one. There's a lot of shit happening, and
It's about to get real.
We have a lot of bent up emotions and a lot of thoughts on what's going to happen.
A lot of
So for the
stuff.
ride, and hopefully we get to make you guys laugh as well, because that's what we do at best.
Yeah.
And we've been laughing.
We gonna have fun with it. You
So
already know.
right before we do that, we gotta keep a tradition going and have some Mary Jane going.
Hey.
Mary Jane talks.
Man.
So
It's been wild, bro. It's been wild out in the streets, man. But before I even get to that, I just got to give a quick shout out, real quick. Shout out to Black Lives Matter.
Mm.
You know, shout out Colin Kaepernick for standing up. To all those people that were talking that shit, look at us now. You know what I'm saying? But anyways,
and didn't even the NFL say like, damn, we should have listened earlier?
Yeah.
yeah. They knew they screwed up, bro.
Well, whatever the head dude, you know, he was
Roger Goodell,
Goodell.
bitch ass.
Now he's trying to say now he's on the same side, like.
Yeah,
Bro, you fucking
They trying
ruined
to
this
save
man's
face.
career.
Right.
yeah.
Blacklist.
They just trying to save face. They know. you
And
know,
why is
football season gonna start in a little bit? So you know.
You know what I found to be really, really funny is like in Hawaii, when they were gonna do the draft this year originally,
Yeah.
they had like a stage, and then they had like water, and then they had like, what was it, like little boats
The
or
boats?
something
Oh,
to
for
pick up, like, so when you got signed, like they were gonna pick you up on a boat and then travel you over, and then like it was like crazy stuff like that.
I
And
thought
like
that was
everyone
Wait,
was
what the
like,
I
fuck
thought
you
that
just
was
said?
in Vegas, right?
that was in Hawaii.
Oh, so
Oh,
that way
really?
it could be
Was it-
like social
but-
distancing type of status?
No,
it was way before that.
Before coronavirus, everything, they already had a plan that you jump on, that when they get picked, they were going to jump on the boat. The players were going to jump on a boat, cruise over straight in front to where they were, and then, you know, be with the coaches and all that.
And like the coach
the
was gonna
stage.
stand on the stage and be like,
What stage? I'm so confused right
They
now.
had a stage in the
So-
middle.
You know how like they
So
call
that-
your name? They'll be like, "Oh, Enrique Flores
Oh,
just
right,
got
right.
drafted to
Bruh.
the."
Yes, yeah.
and like the little boat,
yeah,
you
yeah.
get on
Oh,
like a
it's
little
lots of fun.
boat.
Right,
and
right,
then-
right. Yeah.
I thought
So
you guys were talking about
people,
games. Like,
no,
they changed
draft.
Football hard.
NFL draft. Got you.
The NFL
Okay.
changed.
I was like, where do you need to catch up on?
We probably should not smoke this.
Yeah, like, do you need to
It's all good, it's all
marijuana?
But it's like that whole like representation and like how they were gonna do it was like a whole like full blown like flashback for a lot of people. It was like it's flashback to slavery, like when
Right.
slaves got picked, and then you know like
Wow, I
the
didn't think
owner
about that.
like stood there and was like, oh, this is my slave. And like a lot of like NFL owners, like they're
They're
old white men, like
Yeah.
so the way it was gonna look, it was like all these old white men are standing on the stage and saying, oh, I pick that dude. And a lot of like NFL players, like they're black,
Right.
so they stand there and they're like, oh, I pick this guy. And then it's like, okay, this is the guy, and you know he'll be black. And then on the little boat, like traveling back over to
Yeah.
his new
That don't
owner,
even
like literally his
that don't
new
even
owner.
sound right.
He's going over to his new owner.
Well, that's crazy because it's also all about perspective. Because like, I mean, like, it's relatable because of like of the history, right? Like,
Yeah.
but like for them, I don't know. They do think of that. I'm not saying that they probably do because they're probably racist old men. But I'm just kidding. But it's just really about perspective. Like at that point, because like until you mentioned it, I would never thought of that. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, oh, they're probably going on boats and shit. That's pretty fucking cool. Like you know what I mean? Like it's so crazy because of like how you guys mentioned also like Devante mentioned me when I used to work with Hangman joints. He was like, dude, they're low key like racist. I was like, what do you mean? It was just because of the news and stuff, which is like it's just like a it just kind of it triggers people. It's just like a trigger. Yeah, it's a trigger. Yeah,
no doubt.
So like I didn't think of that because it's not what I think about at all. Like, but it's crazy. It's fucking weird that like how a massive of a thought could expand from that because of a perspective of people and how can it actually affect people. Like and it's so hard to please everyone too because every little decision you're either gonna be like
very hard.
You know?
Yeah. Going back
because,
to like I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, my brother. Go ahead.
Well, because you have both sides of the coin and it's sad. Like it's not
even
sad,
both sides, it's multiple sides. That's the problem.
Right, and there's multiple sides. It's like a D&D dice.
Yes, I was about to say that.
It's like a D20, baby.
For real.
But you have so many different paradigms and perspectives that people have that, you know, some people love the hangman idea because they think it's cool and it reminds them of boating. If it's a fisherman always looking at it, he's like, this is cool. It's a knot. Yeah. I love it. That's tight. Right. You know, if it's a dude who's into pirates, they're going to love that shit. Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean, people love the ride at Disneyland. Like, they would love that.
Yeah.
But it's a paradigm thing, man. And you always and you can't make anybody happy. You can't.
Not everybody. No. There's always going to be that small group or a big group, whatever it is. It could be that has their own opinion and probably not agree with you.
Yeah.
Or
everybody's different at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But what is
right?
Justice?
Yeah.
And that is what we're
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is it important to like
just
keep everyone happy, or is it important to keep everyone having the same equal like justices, the same equal happiness, the same equal opportunities, like type of thing? Do you think it's better to keep everyone like happy, like, oh, it's okay for you to have this opinion, it's okay for you to have that opinion, and it's okay for you to have this opinion, but as long as like at the end of the day all those opinions can come together, but when they come together they can help this and this person, and then they'll help them, you know, allow more opportunities for this person to be more disenfranchised? Or is it important for it to be like, you might not be happy, and you're not going to be happy with what you get, but just because you're not going to get what you want, and you're not going to get what you want, and you're not going to get what you want, when we put your ideas together, it's going to allow everyone to have equality.
Yeah.
See,
just like my shirt.
It's just it's hard to have equality because there's some radical ass people, like radical people, like,
and
it's
that's
just
what
like,
I'm saying. It's
like I don't know if you guys seen some videos, like some lady was like talking to the council that she's like start eating babies and shit. Like she went to like the city council. Like, yes, dude. And that's one of those radical people that she has the right to have her opinion and speak her mind and everything, freedom of speech and shit. Don't get me wrong, but those are some radical people that are like.
Where do you draw the line at?
Yeah, exactly.
How are you eating these babies?
But that's the problem though. Like who is the person to actually make that call to draw that line?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think that should go down to the laws then. Like, okay, well, if you ate a baby, that's murder. Like, how are you going to kill the baby to eat it? Or are you just going to eat it alive at that point? You know what I mean? That's murder. So then you can't murder somebody. So then that's against the law. I mean, the law's already there. Like, the law's already out there. It's stacked. We just have to look at it and read it, figure it out, and move forward from then. That's why we need to really come together with lawyers to attack this problem. And this problem is
like
knowledge.
A collective, like everybody get a fund and pay like lawyers.
Right. And we have like as a community, we have our own lawyers group that we pay to, and they could work for us. If so many people are subscribed to these lawyers, then dude, they can on call all the time for us. That's exactly what corporations do, by the way.
Well, that's eventually what we want to get to with our stuff, man. Like, it's just that's really the major key. You gotta have a lawyer. You gotta have all that stuff to get going.
It's so important that we know the law, bro. Like, this is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's frustrating too, because now like not even like the professionals, police don't know the law, bro. Like, it's just so fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's the thing. The law is chunky, man. There's so much law.
There's so
Because
much.
it varies in
there's so
counties
much
too.
time. It varies in counties.
And cities.
And that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But as people, what we can do is we can learn the laws in our cities.
Yeah.
You know, so wherever you live, you can learn that law.
Yeah.
You know?
Amen.
And you can be there.
And then we just teach each other from that.
Exactly.
Go to your city councilman. Go to your town hall meetings at the whatever it's called.
People still do that shit?
They have it
Yeah.
They have to have it.
They have
That's
to
how
have
it
it.
works.
Yeah.
Like you have to
People go
govern the
speak their
people.
mind and shit. Like,
And people really, there's a
council
section.
meetings.
City council meetings. All you have to do is when you get there, write on the request form. You just ask them, get up there a little early, ask them for a request form
Yep.
to write in that I have a question, and fill in that information. That's all you got to do. You go in there, you ask your question, like, and there's discussion times on things. You can see when they're actually voting. We were kind of talking about that a little bit ago.
Yeah.
But we can see when they were voting on different things for the budget and where different things are going.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys.
I'm gonna try to get invested on that more myself for the community.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
for the
yeah.
community. It's for yourself. Like, okay, we were talking about what makes you happy. Well, vote on shit that makes you happy, and then if you'll learn other people in your city if they make it happy. Then you say, okay, well, majority of the people living here, I like that.
Yeah.
We're on the same side, or I don't like that. We're not voting on the same side.
Mhm.
And it's okay to not agree. Like, you're not supposed to agree. Do you agree with your parents all the time?
Hell no.
Like, come
Do
on.
you agree with your lady?
Do you
all the
agree
time?
with your
Hell no.
like
Great question.
Nah, I never agree with my bitch.
So it's funny you say that, bro, because you know, we have an election coming up, right?
Right.
Pretty much, they're trying to say it's either Trump or Joe Biden, and for
Right.
me,
That's not true.
I know, I'm gonna get into it. I got you. For me, I don't like
But
either.
Anyways.
Y'all got one more time to cut me the fuck off, bro. Y'all got one more time. Y'all got one more again. Y'all got one more again, and somebody gonna get got. But nah,
I'm innocent.
But nah, I was just saying, like, you know, we have Biden, we have Trump, right? I don't like either candidate, bro. Like, they're both trash to me. Like, we see what Trump's doing to the country right now, pretty much.
Bro,
right?
that's not his plan, man.
Huh?
You gotta understand it's a bigger picture. It's not his plan.
I mean, I get all that. I'm not even.
It's just
I get it.
That's
I
how
get
fucked
it.
up this whole thing is.
I get it.
Well,
I get it. you know?
well, but you have to look at, okay, well, then what would that plan be doing? Remember when
Exactly.
Trump first started
Yeah.
and he was doing all those tariffs against China?
Mm.
Those tariffs were meant to bring American corporations back to America.
Right.
You know, stop buying from China is meant to slow that process down. But you have to look at the patterns that were behind us in the past. What is the objection of the party that we have? But what is the objection of the corporation? Well, it's the objection of the corporation to be on top. Each country has its own corporation. Like, it's
Right.
the government is the government. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
So, what my main point to that would be.
Yeah, okay. Like you left me no.
But what my main point with that to be is just when you read on the news, don't just watch what's the headlines are popping on
Never that.
I can't
bro.
watch the news,
on
man.
stuff.
I don't watch the news at all.
No. That's why I didn't say watch the news. I said read on the news, and you have to read things for yourselves and
Right.
see
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's coming from and look at the sources. You have to really do your research. On
Yeah,
where your
because I
sources are.
mean, look what's on the news right now. I mean, they haven't said shit about coronavirus, bro. Everything on the news.
That's
has
what I'm
been
saying. That's not
Black
true.
Lives Matter.
They have
or-
been saying stuff about the coronavirus, but we don't always read the news. And the news they want to push what makes the most dollar. Corporation,
Exactly.
capitalistic country. They want to make the most dollars, so what's going to sell is talk about the protests.
Yep.
Talk about all that. That's
Exactly.
beautiful. You know, that makes money.
Mhm.
Talk about coronavirus, that's scary. People don't want to hear
Yeah.
that.
They're over it already, though.
You know what I
too.
mean?
They're
People
like,
don't care about that. They're like, dude, I'm trying to go get drunk. I'm trying to go to brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, then this
true.
protest stuff is coming on. Everybody happened, and all now we got to get lit. And everybody's like, dude,
Hey, how
it's
many of those protesters have died from COVID, though?
I mean, protests started this week pretty much. So
I don't think that they would be in correlation.
I don't even think they have the numbers yet.
Yeah, because
like numbers, like statistics, you mean? And shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard too many different numbers to say like a good one.
Yeah, it's like, how do you know this person went to the protest if they don't tell you? You know what I mean? Like when they get checked in. So.
Well, bro, did you guys hear that, like if people died, if it doesn't have to be from COVID, but it was during the time, they'll call it a COVID death.
Right. Yeah, they were doing that all the time.
Yeah, even like a Senate from like one state, I remember seeing it. He was talking about it. It was just they're like told to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the NFL, I don't know if you guys
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you guys
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you guys
No.
heard about the Drew Brees incident.
Oh.
Who's that?
He's a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, dope.
yeah,
dope,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. So
Do you have arm?
huh?
Just kidding. I'm sorry. Dude. Does he have an arm?
What a douchebag way to say that. Does he have an arm?
Anyways,
Anyways.
yeah. So pretty much like you know how Colin Kaepernick was, protesting when he played. He kneeled and all that. So pretty much, the situation came back up. He got interviewed, and they asked if some of the black players were going to protest for the coming up football season, and pretty much Drew Brees was saying like it's disrespecting the flag if these players are still kneeling despite like everything going on right now.
Yeah.
And so like for me, I was really pissed off because I'm a big Drew Brees fan, and when I heard that, I was just like, I'm done with them, bro.
Well, that's just because but that's his opinion, though. You can't be mad for his opinion because he's saying his point of view is saying that it's disrespecting the flag. Like he has a love for the flag, which is totally different.
I understand.
I'm pretty sure he's still supporting like the cause. So it's not he's being like fuck this thing, you know.
I understand. Like he has that right to have his opinion, but I feel like you really have to understand the situation. You know what I mean? Like we're in the middle of a fucking protest. People are dying every day.
Right.
Like common sense tells you not to talk about this shit. You know what I mean? And like I don't know. I just feel like
so he brought it up on his own.
Yeah, he was being interviewed.
But they asked him about it.
Yeah, they asked him.
Well, see, so they asked him about it. He's not get Also, you gotta respect the fact that he's being true to himself. He didn't want to be part of the cloud saying like, trying to be fake and say that he cared, like what he thinks is.
Yeah, but the thing is, yesterday he apologized and like pretty much tried to save face. Yeah.
I think the thing with Drew Brees
dude, you gotta keep
like,
going with that.
if y'all would let me talk, man.
He keeps asking you questions.
Shit.
I'm curious. I don't know anything about this. I don't know.
I was trying to tell you some shit, man, but you wasn't trying to hear me.
I don't know who the football player is. I don't watch football at all. Or anything,
yeah, I
so
know. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I was just trying to,
I think the thing about Drew Brees is like he was one of those like players that was like 1 week like when it was popular to kneel, like he was kneeling and
that's
like
the thing.
He would kneeling with other
players.
people. Yeah. And then once it was like popular or whatever, he was no longer kneeling. Like, and then the people that were kneeling were losing their jobs, and he was like, oh nope, all of a sudden like I'm no longer kneeling. Like he was just kind of like
so
that was
fake,
the thing. Yeah.
Much. Like
he was just like going with whatever was popular in the moment.
That's different. I thought I was saying it more like he's being true to himself, but that's obviously not.
Hey,
the
with
case.
all that information there, knowledge.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's crazy. Because if he was like that from the get go, I understand. But if
he was switching like depending on what was popular that week.
Yeah, he was pretty much like he's trying to protect his endorsements, is what it sounded like to me. You know what I mean? He's trying to save his checks. He's at the end of his career, So, but anyways, I want to ask y'all a serious question.
Yo, what's up?
Have you guys ever dealt with police brutality, or what experiences do you guys have with the police? Like, were they good experiences, bad experiences?
Well, personally, I've had mixtures. Like, I've had police who were cool, like police who were family, police who were not family, police who were not cool, like just hanging out, and police would come up and always mess with you. And then, man, I remember every time I got stopped, like I got a ticket. Yeah. And then I'll always hear about people that I knew at the time who were like, oh, no, I got to have a ticket. Like, no problem, blah, blah, blah. It was all easy. And then it was just, they were of a different race.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you're not going to hook me up too? Like, I did the same thing. Like, come on, man. I'm having a good time. Like, what?
Because they try to make it, they try to make an example out of you.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. They try to make a heavy example out of you. Every single time I got stopped, and it's sad, every single time I got stopped, except for the one time, or the two times I got stopped with a Asian homie and a white homie. And the first time, it was in like a Camry. I was young. I was like 18 or something like that. And I had glow sticks around my neck because I just came from the Hard Rock Cafe or whatever when it was in downtown Disney.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
Oh, the Blues. Yeah.
Oh, House of Blues.
House of Blues. Thank you.
I used to go there all the time too.
The Blues.
I love the Blues.
Yeah, that place was tight, and so it was cool. And then so we just had those on. I had to stop and get gas, and I was leaving. You couldn't see because there's a big ass tree, and I kind of was pulling up, and then I seen the cop like pass by, and I was like, damn, I'm about to get pulled over. Like, I already knew it. And then so I dipped out, and I was going. I was about to make a left coming up, and I was still young when I was driving, so I didn't know about lights that didn't have the arrow on them. Like, when you have to wait for you have to yield.
Yeah.
I just dipped in front of cars.
Oh.
Right in front of the cop right there. So I dipped. Then the cop came up, and he pulled me into a parking lot, and I parked and everything, and he pulled me in a parking lot. He pulled like right behind me, and then another cop came up at like, dude, seconds after, pulled right up, and I can see him in my rear view where he pulled up too, and it was like ready. Okay, this cop came up, knocked on the window. I already had everything ready. I had my stuff ready to go, and because that's another thing that I think that other people don't do. You actually when you like get pulled over by a cop, you should have all your windows rolled down. You should have your hands on the steering wheel. And what I like to personally do is put your keys on top, like of your dashboard, so the cops can see them right away. And your hands are just on your steering wheel, like right there.
Bro, I'd be so prepared when I get pulled over. Like, bro, as soon as I see the lights, bro, I'm opening up the glove compartment, still driving. All right, I'm gonna pull over. Bam. Paperwork, insurance card, driver's license, credit card, passport, everything. Right,
this is who I am.
Yeah, this is me.
I'm the same way too. Like what I do though, I put my hands out the window.
Do you?
Yeah, I like with my hands out wide like this. Just like wait till them to come over with like license registration, and I tell them I'm moving. I'm gonna grab it. It's right here to the left of me, and I'll like slowly move. Because it's bullshit, man. It's scary that you have to do that,
Because the minute you don't say anything, because like most people, they don't think like that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, he told me to grab it, all right, I'm gonna grab it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's been cases where people have reached to get their registration, and bam, they get shot.
That's my point.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I have it ready, like you said. I have it like on my visor. I have my registration. Yep. My insurance is in my phone, so I'll just tell. And I usually have my phone clipped right there, and so I just tell them like it's my insurance right here. They don't even need me to check my insurance card. They'd be like, "What insurance do you have?" And I tell them like, "All right, cool." And then I'll give them my registration, my license. It's all usually my wallet's usually out of my pocket, so I just grab it real quick. But yeah, I have my windows out like that, my hands out like that, and I've gotten a ticket every time too. Like no matter what, dude, I got a ticket.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a ticket with him. That was Daniel Lee. I want to bring back Daniel Lee.
Shout out Daniel Lee.
Asian kid. Asian kid with me, Daniel Lee.
You gotta have that inflatable like fucking Men in Black when he on the first one when he has that that inflatable comes out supposedly driving a car, but you remember Men in Black? The first one?
No.
It's like an inflatable comes out of the steering wheel.
Comes out of the steering wheel? I don't remember that.
Oh, when he was, and it was like the autopilot
one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's what you need. But for the passenger side, a white dude.
That'd be pretty cool. Just a white dude right there.
Yeah.
Nah,
You press it. It's a W button.
I'm like, what the fuck you want, officer?
You push the button, it swaps you seats.
Oh, boy! I can just sit back. I wouldn't even
Wow.
just blow it right in his face. Nothing would happen. He'd be like, "Hello, officer. Here's my identification."
What's a robot? We just thought of $1 million idea, bro.
Right?
Boom.
Seriously.
First turd.
Oh man. So yeah, what else you got for us, Jordan?
Man, I got a bunch of shit.
Shoot it, bro.
All right, so let me ask.
Shoot it when you toot it. Hey, this fucking shit is pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
It already got me a little twisted. You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I like it.
Uh-oh.
Chug.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. I feel like this was that shit that kind of be like.
Oh yeah, you. Be like,
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
Ooh. But I love it.
But I love it.
Hey, you guys went to some protests, right?
Yeah, talk
Yes,
about
we
that.
did.
How empowering was that?
Empowering and wildly different. So I'll tell you about the first one.
Oh, you guys
Or
went to
you
two?
know what? We'll talk about the most recent one was Riverside.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about this because in the media, they're saying all these protests, like, they're very violent, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
You were there. You were there, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Both of you guys were there, right?
We were both there.
Let's hear it.
It was very like when we got there, like right when we first got there, like everything, like there was like a certain part of like LA, because I feel like we walked like different blocks of LA.
The Riverside one.
Oh wait, I was talking about.
Hated.
No, he's trying
You
to
mind getting the
talk
mic a
about
little closer to you,
LA
too?
one. Okay, yeah.
Thank you. You can move it towards you, like if you're gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
sorry.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cut.
Oh.
I was like,
But the Riverside one, yes. How was it?
yeah,
Oh, the Riverside one. The Riverside one was good. Like that one was like very, very peaceful. And like I feel like the cops were like nicer. I don't know if they got like extra pay, but they were like way nicer. Like but not like nice in a good way. Like they were nice, they were better at faking to be nice. You know what I mean?
in
Like
a PR way.
yeah.
Mm.
They were like doing like a lot of the things where like it felt like if you could literally be like, oh my god, if you touch your nose, some black people might think you're cool, and they'd be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
So like people were crying and really pushing to get the sheriff to kneel. We were right there when the sheriff was kneeling on the
Mhm.
news. I don't know if you've seen it and all that.
Yeah.
But we were right there, and they were all just standing there like all heavy and like nervous.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy how they have it, dude. They have the you could tell the sheriffs who are like cops, and they have their vest on underneath their shirts, so they look like normal sheriffs that would
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
up. And then you can see like the units, bro. Like they look like low-key combat, but you know, SWAT type of ideal, if you could think about something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know the correct
a lot
terminology.
of
That's not me.
a lot of undercover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
lot of
and then there's a
undercover.
lot of undercover, and we seen a lot of that for
Mhm.
sure, for sure.
They did not make it hard to like to be noticed. Like
Right.
like oh look, there's the guy. These
Where you guys trying to go
3-4
loot at?
guys,
Always.
like yeah.
Same fit, huh?
It was like
Always.
they were
Yeah.
like wearing like the same thing. Like
Always.
you could just see them. Like they were easily spotted. It wasn't anything that you
Always.
could be like, oh, like you could probably get.
Y'all not slick.
No,
Y'all
no,
are not
you
slick.
could not.
Y'all ain't pulling
Man.
shit off. You see that shit.
Seriously.
But yeah, it's and so everybody was begging. The camera was right there in front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Really?
yeah, like
So
You
it was
wanna-
pretty
Mm.
forceful.
right, yeah, like it
Mhm.
was a forceful situation. Like I would see if you didn't do it, it would be an act of like you're giving a middle finger at that point. If you didn't, you know, if you just
Yeah.
kept standing there.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be like that. That should be him on his own accord. Like I said, people are gonna disagree,
Yeah.
but how we have to win is we have to win on the law. And in that sense,
Amen.
like it's just to show good face, because that got put all over in the Inland Empire.
Right.
You know, that picture of like, oh, so nice, and it was a good protest, and it was a great protest because other people got shown. We have a video that I guess we'll have to send it to you.
Oh, perfect.
Because it's on Instagram and all that, you know. So we'll send it to you of a guy he was up there speaking. He was preaching the truth, and they didn't put that on the news.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? And it was a black dude.
Yeah,
and he
a
was
small
preaching,
kid from Moreno Valley, like.
Yeah,
Moreno Valley, and they don't want to put him on the news. But then they'll go and post wild stuff of black people on the news, like that other thing you showed me with the two crazy ladies. I don't know of this.
Oh, singing that song?
No,
you're like, you about to lose your job. That shit. I saw that.
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that. Y'all haven't seen that video?
No.
Oh my god, bruh. Y'all haven't seen that video?
Bruh, yeah, I'm gonna fucking get a laptop and I'm gonna get like you need to bring your little lead TV and we're gonna get like reaction shit. Right?
Yeah, like,
that way we can get Ricky put it up and we can have reactions to that.
That'd be dope.
I need to see that.
You gotta do that. I'm gonna show y'all, bro. That shit is funny, man.
But it's a, I don't know. It was really nice at the protest. It was cool to see all the people. I was even like trying to talk to people and try to like egg people on, trying to be like one of those people, and it still didn't work. Like people were no, not to riot, to see what people's reaction were. Like I was talking to cops, like, hey, what do you guys think? Like it took them 4 days, like, to finally arrest the guy. Like, are you serious right now? Yeah. And what do you guys think? And they're not. They can't talk, I guess.
No, they're not going to say anything.
That's my problem.
Because they're going to incriminate themselves.
But that's what my problem with the whole thing is if you're on our side, you should be on our side, not in front of us trying to hold us back. What are you holding us back from? You should be on our side, standing there, and we should all be marched up. It should be like millions and millions of people standing in front of D.C., like changing all of this, not just from our cities. That's how you start going up and up. But we need to be at DC, taking it down from the top too. Yeah, just like you were talking about with our ancestors earlier.
Yep. It's crazy because you know, I look at it like this, bro. It's like we have people saying, you know, Blue Lives Matter and all this. Right? we have people saying that, but at the end of the day, you know. A blue life is a career. You know what I mean? It's not. We're born black. You're born Mexican. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like what Republicans try to say about gay people, right? Isn't that like it's a choice?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they always try to say? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I even have to say that some Republicans don't even say that. So
yeah,
I don't know. Take that shit out. Cut it. Cut that. It's not true.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
But yeah, bro, I was just saying pretty much like I don't know. People are saying like not all cops are bad, but if you think about it, all cops kind of are bad. You know what I mean? Because this situation, it's been going on for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? And I think people don't know the true history of the police. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I know you know, bro. What originally was the police department? They were supposed to catch slaves and bring them back to their masters, right? If they didn't bring them back to their masters, they'd kill them. You know what I mean? If any slave escaped from the plantation, it was the police department or the slave patrol they were called back in the
sheriffs and stuff like that too.
It was their job to either catch them or kill them, you know? So looking at it from that aspect, it's like, yeah, you have the history. And then on top of that,
yeah, but not everyone knows the history, you know.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
I mean, that's
yeah,
what.
I know. Obviously, they don't have the knowledge.
Yeah,
they have been proven that they don't have it.
Yeah,
a lot of them though.
And that's why we're speaking out on this platform right now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So we could, you know, educate people on it. You know what I'm saying? And then also you gotta look at it like this when it comes to police. Like we saw that George Floyd video, Like, there were 3 other cops standing, watching it happen. And to me, I kind of look at it like this. If that wasn't recorded, would we even know what happened?
No, because it's been happening for years.
Yeah, exactly.
For decades and decades and decades. That's why this has been happening forever. But it's just the only thing is
Enough's enough.
It's just we all now the technology's so out there that you can't get away with shit now. There's just, it's the same thing with like all the fucking like. I was gonna go deeper with other dark webs. But but it's just like everything else, dude. There's just it's just like back. There's a lot of dark secrets within like Hollywood and shit. You know, like it's just like if the technology wasn't as high as now, but now they can't get away with shit. Like literally, as a simple wrong email could be, you could put the wrong like number. Or something
Everybody's
bullshit.
hacking every single day, bro.
Exactly.
Like trying to find.
So it's
what's
just
going on.
shit's been going on for years and years, and it finally needs to be some type of change. And it's terrible that it is knowledge. Cops need knowledge. So I believe there is some good cops because I have experienced a good cop or two.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And it sucks that they don't know what they're into because it's at the end of the day, for like you said, it's just a career.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's a choice to where to stand on this point, and it's hard. Yeah. And I think it's also hard to get. I'm pretty sure they're scared to lose their job because there's already a fucking. What, like 40% unemployment rate right now?
Yeah, but you know what, dude? That stuff's to scare you too. There are places out hiring because manufacturing always needs jobs. Because right now during this time, they have to think about we need to make this stuff.
We need to make more hand sanitizer, more toilet paper.
I mean, they're making it.
I agree with you, but a lot of those jobs don't pay well enough. A lot of those
they'll pay good. I'm trying to tell you, that's like. Just you have to work. They have a bunch of overtime. You'll be working. Everybody be all sad, but you'll be able to be getting it and doing it. That's what you need to do. And you get out of it and get focused.
Why? How much do they usually be paying? How much, like an average? No, I'm curious.
Like, I mean, like
what do you like?
Like $25 an hour. You know, that's good enough during a deficit time where, like you said, 40%. Nobody said you could do something where it's not just, you know. But there's some people on unemployment. So what I've heard,
some people are making more than
They're making a lot. Yeah. They're making a lot. I heard some people make like $4,000, $5,000.
I'm on unemployment.
Yeah, that's what you're making.
I'm not working.
Like $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
See?
Because they're doing the 600 extra for the COVID thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are.
That's why. But that's gonna end like.
But see, that's crazy. Like I work and I don't get the hazard pay.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, I know that they're trying to enact the HEROES Act.
Yeah.
The HEROES Act is going to, for any essential worker, you will get a back pay of all that hazard pay, and basically that'll stack up to about $10,000.
Right. Shit, for real?
Yeah.
I need.
You've been working, right?
I need that shit.
Your transportation is essential. Yeah. You need to get in there and you need to just pay attention.
It's been crazy in the transportation industry for sure, man. Like, it's crazy because, like, especially in the car rental game, like, unless someone's getting in a car accident, nobody's renting cars, man. Like, it's crazy. And then also, it's like, the people that are selling cars aren't selling cars right now. So, it's just crazy. Of
course not. It's just a situation like the unemployment rate. Not a lot of people have jobs and stuff. But, like I said, it's just, I'm terrible at looking at jobs. I just fucking hate it because of the way I've always worked is like literally knowing people, and somehow I just like to try out things and just But so like now looking at it, like the jobs that I always been looking into, they're like $15 an hour, and $15 an hour, that is not living for me, bro. Like that's fucking scraping by, you know.
Especially in California.
In California, you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry as fuck. Especially if I just got a mortgage that was just like, you know what I mean, like a mortgage out here is like $2,000, and that's an all right house. Like I'm paying $2,100. So like now, like if you put that in consideration, so $15 an hour at 8 hours, what is that? $120, I believe. Yes, $120. $120 a day. That's before taxes.
Oh my goodness.
Before Uncle Sam get his cut.
Yeah. So you're talking about $100 after tax. Let's say they take away about $20.
Gas to get to work.
Yeah, exactly. So it's $100 a day, and you work $5. That's just $500 a week. $500 a week times 4, so you're talking about $2,000. That's not even. I'm barely making enough money to pay my mortgage.
Yeah,
not crazy, even. Man. I can't even make it. I'm shy.
Yeah.
So like it does not make sense. Like, Like even and if like so now if my lady has another job and she makes that, so now we're making $4,000 a month, and we're barely making enough to pay our
To
mortgage
get by, yeah.
and then get by. Yes.
That's crazy, man.
And so like it's just like when you look at it, it's just like wow, doesn't like that's why a lot of people are in unemployment as well. It's like
Yeah,
why
they're
does
like,
why do I
people don't
fucking
want to struggle like that, you know?
yeah like why am I gonna work my ass off and like yeah but like it's like you said though it's a matter of just researching really like just going in
Yeah.
depths and depths and depths of it like actually putting the out of it. It's just like I said I never been that type of way like to actually look at it and it's just like it's weird for me but I if I have to I have to. It's just because I'm going to because this
Real quick,
whole
real
COVID
quick,
thing is
real
gonna
quick.
end. What's up?
There, like, another thing that you can do though with following that same type of mindset. There's nothing wrong with that. But following like a more entrepreneurial mindset,
Mm.
going and doing and getting your LLC and doing things like that, so that you can still cut on tax breaks and you could got loan money and stuff like that from the government this last time around. That's how a lot of businesses got a lot. You know, they got some
Yeah.
money.
So
true.
when you do an LLC, you need to do
I mean,
like
it wasn't
you need to do like a category, right, for LLC, like because you. But can you do like multiple categories in that LLC? Like I don't know how that works. That's
like if you have multiple business ideas. Is that what you mean?
yeah, like well, like for example, like us, like we're like a media platform slash like we do like
Yeah, we're a production
pr-
company, technically.
pretty much,
Yeah.
and we do merch and shit. Like
Yeah.
we do merch, we do photography, videography, logo editing, video editing, yeah,
One thing that you really can do, there's
and sell drugs. I'm just kidding.
Never get high on your own supply.
boom, 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 there's some places like LegalZoom that you can go to, LegalZoom.com.
Oh, so you're not really too sure if
No, well, there's definitely, but what I'm saying is to make the process super easy for you, you
Mm.
can do that, and you can end up not paying a whole lot of money for somebody else just to go through and do it for you. If you
Oh,
would
right,
like
right,
to
right.
do the whole information yourself, though, it is very easy.
Mm.
All you would really need to do is get a certain form from the government, from the state of the secretary,
Mhm.
and you would get that form in. You have to fill it out,
Right.
and that just has your business on it, and it's gonna ask you like kind of what branch umbrella it's gonna go under.
Mhm.
You can go through that steps for LegalZoom, and LegalZoom is gonna show you the different steps, and it's gonna be able to kind of tell you what sort of business you're trying to make.
Mm.
But you have to think about that yourself. What does this LLC stand for? Because yeah, you can just make one, and a lot of people are doing that. Yeah, you can just make one, but they still will somehow cost money. Like if there's some way that you can make it where yearly it's not going to cost a bunch of money, then somebody else can do it for sure.
Yeah.
But like please let Day One Media know. Type it up, put it in there. But there's those kind of ways you can go through and you can find the exact branch. I believe that what you're trying to do would be under more of a media / news
Yeah. We
category.
would be.
I don't know about
Production.
news. Yeah, production.
We're
would
production.
be
Because we
good.
do everything, bro.
So
We always got
Which is-
production.
yeah,
Like,
because
more like
that's
a
something I need to
media
start working on.
type thing.
That's actually probably a good idea. I'm probably going to work on that next because that will help a lot with tax breaks, especially like building the studio and shit. That's tax
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
write-offs.
But have a mission statement, have a vision statement. You know,
Oh, you need to have all that shit
Yeah, you have to have a business plan and all that, man.
Bro,
to get an
it's,
LLC.
it's
Yeah,
funny you say that.
like to get business loans, like you can get.
Oh no, not to
you
get
got
a
to
business
go,
loan, just to get an LLC right now.
but you can.
But yeah, but I
you can
understand for
sell-
loans.
I've been
you-
telling him and
Not
Matt
loans.
this
You can
for
sign
a
up
minute,
for
bro.
accounts,
Oh,
business accounts with the banks.
With the
Right,
bank.
right, right.
Make
That's
your
yeah,
money,
yeah,
stack
yeah,
your
yeah.
shit. You have to get credit.
No,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
I
kind of
eventually
stuff.
want to do that, but I was just talking about like just an LLC. That's what like yeah, like what?
That's
Yeah.
that's how you get started. But I'm telling you, that's how you.
That's
do
the
it.
next step, you know?
For sure,
That's all
because like,
good,
because we also want to invest, bro. I mean, we've been telling you about it. Like, we want to invest. Like, that's like, this is how it starts, bro. You fucking work with your homies. Like, you fucking
Being a
build shit.
realtor
That's
is
how you
very
do it,
easy
man.
as well.
Dude,
I have a friend.
I was doing it.
I have a friend. I should shout her out.
shout her out.
Her name is Makaija Kesey. I have to look her up, and you'll see me randomly.
Can you spell
look
that
her
out?
up.
Like, or
Yeah, I gotta. Okay, damn.
I
I gotta
don't
look
even-
it up.
What was it again?
Makaija Kesey,
Okay. Was she a real estate agent?
and she's a real estate agent, and she actually has a book on how to become a real estate agent. It is a very easy read. She's a cool person,
Right.
and she wrote this a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So and she's like, it's the same. Just read it, and you'll be perfect. And so that's all you have
Shout
to
out
do,
to
and you
her,
can
shout
very
out.
much. It's a very easy process. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Well, all it needs is one homie to have it. We don't all have to fucking have it.
Damn, like
We'll
that.
get it,
Come
though.
on, you can buy it
Buy what?
through Amazon. Buy the book.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Nice. How much is it?
Okay.
So something I want to bring up.
Wait, okay, real quick.
God.
I'm sorry.
Bruh, you killing me, man.
I have to put in.
Go ahead.
Okay, her
go ahead.
handle is at MAKAIZAK, and that's Makaja Kisi. You'll see her with Light Sun Direct, and she brings the truth. She talks about real stuff,
That's dope.
and she's a real estate agent. So if you need
If you need that real estate, you know where to go.
and it's the time to buy. And it's coming up even more. Like things are going to be
And
dropping
that's
some.
the thing about this shit. Like, actually, George, go ahead first.
Yeah.
No. Y'all keep going.
Mm.
Y'all talking about some good shit.
No,
Go ahead.
And that's how that's what I learned from this. Like I was talking to a lot of old school people and shit. Like it's saying like this kind of shit, like major shit like this happens every 8 to 12 years.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we were
now
talking about
that we
that.
know about this, we could fucking plan ahead in the next 8, 12 years, stack up paper, do
Yep.
whatever, and attack this moment and make some serious cheddar, like buy properties,
Mhm.
stocks, everything you're like. If we're prepared for this, like after experiencing what I just experienced right now, now that I know what to expect and shit, if I
Yeah.
stack up the paper, we can like make some serious dough. Like people need to do that research, like understand like. Because this happens, it's a plan. It's just part of the economy. It's just that's how the economy works. It goes up,
it goes down.
and then it goes down.
Yep.
It goes up. That's just it can't just keep going up forever. It's just
Yep.
so if we plan to do it, everyone could take advantage of it. That's why the fucking millionaires are now making billions of dollars for this
Yeah.
moment.
Exactly.
They
They
made
hit that next step up, bro. Everybody hit that next step up. You just have to pay attention to it.
Mhm.
Yep.
And that's what I learned from this. Like it's like for me it was like it hit me hard, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I was like from like
It hit a lot of people.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Ooh.
So, but now after being this, like, man, I know, like, fucking in the future, I'm gonna fucking be strong. We're gonna make something out of this shit for sure.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be a bitch, you know.
I mean, we're already making something out of ourselves right now, man.
And you can make
Like,
something out of it now too. Like
Right. But like, it's just
you
like
just have to
I'm,
figure out.
I didn't save money because I did have money. I just bought the house right before this all happened,
Yeah.
so I didn't have much money saved up. I wish I had more money, or actually waited a fucking month and a half to buy a house, you know.
Yeah.
But it's whatever, man. I'm actually still happy that I have my house. It's beautiful. I love it. That I have my own home, and it's
Also, some benefits of an LLC. You can get grants.
Oh yeah.
really.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
established.
Tell me more.
I ain't trying to be negative. Well, I mean, it's not even negative,
No,
bro.
go
It's
ahead.
just how I feel, man. With all the shit going on, bro, like all these protests, everything, like I really feel I'm actually like really enlightened from this whole situation.
Really?
Like looking at it from a different perspective, like I think this whole thing has really like brought everyone together, man. Like not saying that like it's a bad situation, but you know, like this is how I look at it. I've been seeing like more than just black people out there protesting,
yeah,
saying
so
things on
many
social
people.
media.
Thank you
Like,
very much.
Blackout Tuesday.
Yeah,
Bro.
so many people came out for Blackout Tuesday.
Blackout
Just
Tuesday
black,
was huge.
black,
I loved
black,
it.
black, black.
And it's just crazy how when we all come together, we can do something beautiful. And I just been seeing like a lot of love going on, and I'm just riding this wave, baby. That's all I gotta say, man.
It's been emotional, man. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I've been like watching. Like it's just like I haven't gone through like something so tragic or anything like that. But it's just like seeing it, like how it sucks for how many people have like suffered through it, and how like careless like some those people that are on the police force at that moment who commit that. It's just like emotionless, don't care. Like they're like not human either. Like they don't know
Yeah.
how to feel things, you know. And it sucks, man, that people have to go through that for a reason because there's a single person that just has something wrong with them.
Yeah.
It's just not right, and it's not right that they been getting away with it. It sucks that you do the same thing, you fucking get punished way more, like 10 times. Like it's just fucking it's just outrageous, and it's finally taking a stand.
Yeah. I just want to thank all the Hispanic, all the whites, all the Asians. I want to thank everybody for showing us love, man.
Yeah.
And as a black community, we got to return that love too. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, Enrique, like, you already know, like, you're my brother since day one, man. Like,
Day one, bro.
it's always love, bro. I'm actually planning on going to the protest in Pomona on Sunday. Got to give a shout out to Miranda Sheffield, bro. She's out here running for council for the city of Pomona. So hopefully I get to meet her, you know. But she's a good candidate running, you know. She's out here trying to build back the city. Shout out to you.
For real, I was fucking raised in Pomona too, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Our roots are in
nice.
Pomona, you know.
Yeah.
Pomona was ghetto as fuck though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
What was it
I
like
wasn't-
growing up
dude.
in the streets of Pomona?
Well, first of all, it was like they called it a beer town. There was just a bunch of Mexicans that lived there. But like I live in the in a little like small neighborhood, and then if I all my homies live like in the like pretty much like apartment complexes. There's like pretty much the projects at that point, because there's like people always just fucking partying and like.
Yeah.
And I was in elementary school, dude. I was like starting to hang. I seen like so many people got jumped as a kid. Like, one time, this was my favorite memory of all time, because like one time it was like probably in high school, trying to jack my bike. He was like, hey bro, that's a nice bike. And he's like, am I riding? I was like, nah. And then a homie that I knew, who was also like, it was my homie who was around my age, his brother, who knows me. He comes over, he's like, hey bro, why the fuck you're fucking with my little homie? He fucking starts like, nah bro, he has a nice bike. And he fucking literally, he had like a big ass chain, took that shit out, wrapped it around his wrist, cracked that fool who was fucking with me. Cracked him a couple of times. And he's like, and then we just left, dude. It was my favorite. I was like, damn, that's the homie, dude.
Yeah.
But I see some cool, crazy. No, I don't know about cool shit, but it's kind of cool, I guess. But that's why we moved to Eastville, because my parents started noticing like I was hanging out with like a lot of people like that. So that's why we moved to Eastville to get better schooling and just change the environment.
And he did.
And he did.
Well,
Definitely, because I don't know what I would have been. Cause I was,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
that's the thing, like, and that's just like goes for like a lot of people. It's just a norm. If you're growing in that fucking environment, you're gonna grow up and be in that. You know, it's just and that's the struggle with a lot of people.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Man, that is crazy upbringing, man.
Yeah, bro.
So
Hey.
Alright. Do you have anything else, George?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, George?
Oh.
Dude, you
I was
gotta
like-
stop, bro. I
No,
swear to
no,
God,
no,
every
no.
time.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
Sorry.
Hey.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, George.
No, go ahead. Speak your mind.
No, go ahead. Y'all want to hear a story?
Say what you need to say.
Okay, so we went to the LA protest, and that one was pretty wild.
Oh yeah,
We did go to that one.
LA was wild.
Yes, yeah, we went to, what day was that?
That was Saturday.
Okay, so that was one of like the first times it was kind of going off.
Oh, so it was crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was, in that Saturday we walked up, and it was supposed to be at Pan Pacific Park, and we got there at the time when it already kind of moved down. So we walked into areas that already kind of were less aggressive, but a bunch of crazy stuff happened. And there was rows of cop cars, police cars,
They were burning, like they were still still
burning,
burning.
sprayed up,
Mhm.
bashed in. Everything's open, bashed.
Yeah, pictures
cracked.
of all that shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
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 But then you have parts of the protest which are super peaceful and everybody was
Yeah.
chilling. And that's kind of like the weird problem too. We yelling way away from the mic.
Like, that's why the headphones on. They're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I need to thank you. But on Friday we rolled over there too. Hey Matt, tell them about when we rolled over to LA, huh? Yeah, remember?
Hey, yo, Matt.
Nah, bro,
Damn,
those
bro.
videos of
Damn.
the actual police fucking up their own cars.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
There's
wild.
police. There's
There's
videos
bro.
doing that.
Yep.
Cops fucking up their own cars for the kids that, like, for the media to come out there and say, like how you said, it's pretty cool walking there like, she looks fucking
What
crazy.
sucks about, like, I don't know, you're seeing some of these protests, but I heard about the one in San Bernardino. Like, I heard that shit got really bad. And
Oh, for real?
yeah, I grew up kind of like in that area, like Rialto, on the border, Rialto, San Bernardino area. And it's just sad because they're fucking up their own neighborhood, bro. And,
people?
and if you guys been to San Bernardino, you know, like, there's so many abandoned buildings, so many businesses that closed down in that area, and they're burning these businesses down, and it's rough, bro, because I know for a fact they're not going to rebuild that shit, you know. So
Well,
I think people really have to think about this and, you know, really consider that.
well, the laws can get changed, just like the mayor of LA changed the budget from LA being, it was $150 million going from the police.
Oh yeah, they cut their budget
towards the black communities. Now, what does black communities mean? I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Go through. I didn't look at the list, and there's probably a way to look at the full list.
Last time I checked, there weren't even that many black communities in LA like that. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, but there's like,
I mean, there are,
solid
but
6.
but look what's going on in LA. Gentrification, bro.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, they're sending a lot of black people to the Inland Empire area. They're sending them to Palmdale.
But there's still a lot of black people
Hemet.
there. We just need to come together with our money and rebuy it back. We just need to stick together. Group economics.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
And that's what's happening because it's because the prices are are rising.
Yeah.
And so that's why people are moving to the IE, bro. Like, even like people who fucking been to LA for years.
Oh yeah, they're coming out.
They're coming out because they can't afford it out there.
That's why a lot of people moved a long time ago from LA to Moreno Valley. Like, couldn't afford it or just wanted bigger space, you know.
Or exactly. They sell their home over there and then and they realize the money that you want to get, they're probably gonna get the same exact home or less, you know. And so they're like, well, I'm just gonna go to the IE and get a dope ass house or get like a little ranch, pretty much what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, or I'm talking about Mexicans, but like,
hey, you know,
no, you good, bro.
You know what though? Corona actually used to be very racist.
Yeah.
And
Norco's right there, bro.
Yeah,
Norco's North Corona.
But Corona right there, Corona High has, and if you, I mean, Google where that's at, Corona High School. It's a very nice little like high school at first when you think about it, but it had Mexicans and white people there at one time. Yeah. And the white people were very racist to the Mexicans. Always picking on them and stuff like that. Yeah. You know? It was hella segregated all throughout. You had the white people on top, Mexicans kind of in the back.
Because
I wonder there was riots.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They probably were. I wouldn't doubt it.
Like fucking rumbles.
Now, isn't that city weren't they like based off of oranges, I believe? Or
yes,
something
exactly.
Like that, right?
They had
a bunch
farms
of orange farms and orange trees.
Corona?
Yes.
Yeah,
and Riverside.
Corona and Riverside?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah, there's by my house. There's a bunch of orange trees and shit.
Oh yeah.
So,
wow.
Well, yeah, man.
Do you hear that?
Probably someone's here.
Is the door locked?
What door?
The door outside.
The front door.
But yeah, did y'all have anything else? Y'all have anything else?
I did.
No.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Yeah.
Can you please go check?
Yeah, I'll go check. Sorry, guys.
No, but I had to check. Like, I heard it, and then when he
I
said
heard
he heard it too, I was like, no. Because that's not the first time I heard it, so I was like...
Yeah, I heard it too.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Good. No, I was like, hell no.
I guess we got Ghost in this new studio.
Ghostbusters!
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Day one.
Anything
First
else,
day out.
Sorry, guys. We'll be back.
Just my last words. I just gotta say two things and I'm out. So first things first, I think if Nipsey Hussle was here, I think if Kobe was here, they would love what we doing right now, man. Y'all continue to keep it positive. Let's work together. Black men, let's stick together. Let's show each other love. Black women, let's show each other love. It's all good. And then last thing I wanted to say, don't forget, we got new merch. Got it right here.
Merch.
Day One Threads, baby. Woo! We got some new drip coming. Ooh. Grace, I appreciate you coming through to the neighborhood, to the new studio.
Thank you for having
Devante, it's always a pleasure, my brother. Enrique, you got any last words?
I just want to say thank you guys for coming, sharing your guys' thoughts for such a fucking big moment right now that we're all going through. Everyone's going through it, you know, like and it's glad that we're finally coming together. And thanks for coming with a journey as well as with our new studio. More content should be coming out now, and stay tuned. We're gonna be dropping way more merch. We already got probably 4 lines dropping.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we're just building a new website. So be on the lookout for our new website.
It's coming.
We're gonna have all our merch, content, YouTube link, everything in that one website. It's just you don't have to fucking go into multiple websites. That's it, man. Thank you for coming, Devante. Thank you for coming, Grace.
Thank you for
expressing your guys'
Thank
selves.
you very much.
And I had a great time.
And don't forget, Black Lives Matter, y'all. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.